Imagine this. You wake up in the dead of night, tied to a cold, plastic-covered table. A man stands over you, holding a sharp blade in one hand and a blood-stained slide in the other. He speaks calmly, almost gently, as if explaining something that's already been decided. You realize he knows everything about you, the crimes you thought you'd gotten away with, the lives you've ruined. You're finally facing justice, but not in the courtroom, in this dimly lit room, under his calculated gaze. You are utterly powerless. This is what it means to face Dexter Morgan. Dexter isn't your average serial killer. He's not driven by impulse or rage. He's a precise, methodical, and in his own twisted way, fair, as long as you follow his code. He's a forensic blood spatter analyst by day, working with a very police department hunting killers like him. Yet by night, he becomes something far more dangerous. A predator who preys on other predators. But is Dexter Morgan a hero, a vigilante protector in a corrupt world? Or is he simply a cold-blooded killer using morality as an excuse to satisfy his darkest desires? Today, we'll explore Dexter's most defining moments, his moral contradictions, and the ethical complexity that has kept audiences captivated for over a decade. Is Dexter truly a hero? Or is he just another monster we've been conditioned to root for? Let's find out. Firstly, Dexter Morgan is often seen as a modern-day vigilante, someone who steps up where the law fails. In a city like Miami, plagued by crime and corruption, the legal system is frequently outmatched by the criminals it's supposed to stop. Enter Dexter, a man with a unique skill set and an even more unique sense of purpose. Unlike law enforcement, Dexter isn't bound by legal red tape, corrupt officials, or flawed court systems. He delivers justice in its most absolute and irreversible form. From the start, we learn about the Code of Harry, a moral framework created by Dexter's adoptive father Harry Morgan. Harry, a respected police officer, discovered Dexter's disturbing urge to kill when he was just a child. Rather than just turning him in or abandoning him, Harry made a controversial decision. If Dexter had to kill, he would only kill those who truly deserved it. Murderers, rapists, and criminals who escaped justice. This code isn't just about survival, it's about channeling Dexter's urges into something socially useful. Throughout the series, Dexter adheres to this code with a near religious intensity. He researches his targets thoroughly, ensuring they are guilty beyond any doubt before making his move. He's judge, jury, and executioner. In many cases, his actions directly save lives. Take the Eye Struck Killer, the Skinner, and Trinity, three of the deadliest killers in the series. Law enforcement was powerless to stop them until Dexter intervened. Without him, their killing sprees would have continued unchecked. Dexter's actions place him in the same moral category as classic vigilante characters like Batman, the Punisher, or even Robin Hood, figures who operate outside the law to serve justice when the system fails. Like them, Dexter's actions make the world safer, even if his methods are extreme. He prevents future crimes by eliminating threats permanently, something law enforcement can never legally do. Dexter's heroism isn't just limited to his kill room. He repeatedly risks his own safety to protect those he cares about, particularly his sister Deborah Morgan, and later his son Harrison. His love for Deborah, despite all his emotional shortcomings, is one of the few genuine relationships in his life. He saves her from numerous dangers, and even goes as far as killing for her when she's in mortal danger. His protective instincts towards Harrison further complicate his character. Dexter doesn't want his son to inherit his darkness. He wants him to have a happy, normal life, free from the shadows that haunt him. At times, Dexter even grapples with the possibility of becoming truly good. He considers quitting killing altogether and leading a normal life, though he never quite succeeds. These moments of inner conflict suggest that Dexter wants to be better, even if he ultimately can't escape his true nature. However, despite all this, Dexter's so-called heroic deeds are built on a shaky moral foundation. His compulsion to kill is rooted not in justice, but in personal gratification. He kills because he needs to, because of a psychological urge he can't control. The Code of Harry doesn't make Dexter moral, it makes him manageable. It's a leash, not a conscience. And as the series progresses, Dexter repeatedly breaks his own code. He kills people out of personal revenge, convenience, and even desperation. Take the case of Miguel Prado's brother, an impulsive murder driven by panic rather than justice. Worse still is what happens to Detective James Dokes, the only person in Miami Metro Police Department who ever sees Dexter for what he truly is. Dokes is framed for being the Bay Harbor butcher, ultimately leading to his death. Dexter may not have killed Dokes directly, but he bears full responsibility for his fate. Perhaps the most tragic consequences of Dexter's life is the death of his wife, Rita. Dexter's obsession with maintaining his double life blinds him to the danger she's in, allowing the Trinity Killer to murder her in one of the series' most gut-wrenching twists. This death shatters any notion that Dexter's vigilanteism comes without consequences. His family pays the ultimate price for his secret life. Dexter's manipulative tendencies also highlight his true nature. He's a master liar, able to deceive everyone around him, from his colleagues in Miami Metro to his closest friends and even his own sister. He uses people like Miguel Prado, Leela, and even Deborah as tools to maintain his cover, discarding them when they become liabilities. Every relationship in Dexter's life is built on deception. Perhaps the most damning evidence of Dexter's villainy is his emotional detachment. He doesn't feel remorse or guilt for his actions, except when they directly threaten his survival. He meticulously plans each kill, making gruesome trophies in the form of blood slides, which he stores like cherished keepsakes.
Explain it to us. trophies.
That's what I thought.
This clinical, almost ritualistic process reveals just how deeply disturbed he truly is. So where does Dexter Morgan fall on the moral spectrum? Is he a dark hero or manipulative villain? The truth lies somewhere in between. Dexter is a contradiction, a monster who hunts other monsters, driven by both a twisted sense of justice and an uncontrollable compulsion. His need to kill defines him, but his strict moral code keeps him from being a complete psychopath. His actions force us as viewers to confront uncomfortable moral questions. If someone like Dexter existed in real life, would we consider him a hero or threats? Would we be relieved knowing someone like him was out there cleaning up the worst of society's evils, or horrified by the idea of a killer operating with impunity? Ultimately, Dexter's greatest trick isn't convincing the characters around him that he's harmless. It's convincing us, the audience, to root for him. His story blurs the lines between hero and villain, showing us that morality is rarely black and white. What do you think? Is Dexter Morgan a vigilante hero or a manipulative monster? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive in the twisted world of Dexter, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth TV and film analysis. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Until next time, stay sharp.